I was talking to João Fonseca last night, who's a Brazilian teenager who will play Jacob Fearnley later, and said, what about the weather? Do you think it's going to be a bit of a problem? And he said, absolutely not. This is Rio weather. We're all very used to it. We play in Australia in the middle of the Australian summer, where it's a lot hotter than this can be. So I think for the players, it's perfect. It means that the grass is very dry. They're not sort of unsure of their footing. They know exactly how their feet are going to go, and I think it makes the court a bit quicker, which suits some of the players. They'll also be looked after, of course, on court. They'll have their ice towels, their umbrellas. There's a heat protocol that comes into effect after 30.1 degrees in tennis. We think it's going to be 32 or upwards of that today, so that should come into effect, and that means that they can ask for a 10-minute break. So for the men it would be after 3 sets. They play best of 5, of course, and for the women it would be after 2 sets. They could take that break, but I think it will be a lot hotter down on centre court today. It generally is than the rest of the complex. But I think, as you said, a fabulous day for the fans. There's lots of water stations. We are expecting it to be the hottest opening day of Wimbledon on record. The previous was 29.3 in 2001, and I think it's going to break that.
Oh, glorious day it's going to be. But on the court, a big one for the British players. Who can we look forward to seeing today?
Well, I was doing my count-ups last night, which are not always that reliable, but by my counting, there are 12 British players in action today. There are 23 in the draw in total, and 7 of them have got through by right on their ranking. One of them, Oliver Tarvet, has qualified, and the rest are wild cards. Now, Emma Raducanu, of course, at 40 in the world, British #1. She will play today on court #1, which I think is her favourite court. It's against Mimi Xu, the British wildcard teenager, who is just 17. She has just joined the tour from the juniors, has been doing very well. I don't think the Brits like playing each other. I think they find it quite an awkward encounter, but I think the atmosphere on the court is going to be amazing because it's a win-win situation for the fans. This is what Emma, who knows Mimi from practicing at the National Tennis Centre, this is what she had to say about the matchup.
It's a very dangerous match, very difficult. I think Mimi is a really, really good player. I've practiced with her a few times, a lot of weapons, also moves really well. So it's going to be a really difficult match. And for her, it's one where there's nothing to lose. I remember when I had my first Wimbledon here and I was 18, it's a great feeling. You just feel like completely fearless.
Excitement's an overriding feeling. Obviously there'll be a bit of nerves playing, my first Wimbledon, but I think just excitement and happiness and joy and just like all of those happy emotions overriding it right now.
I think what Mimi Xu has to just focus on is not getting blown away in that match and just competing a bit and making a match of it and not being overwhelmed by the occasion. Same as well for Jacob Fearnley today. He'll be out on centre court for the first time. He's the British #2, the world #51, and he's a player who shot up the rankings from absolutely nowhere, 600 odd in the world 18 months ago, and here he is at the top table. He will play the Brazilian whiz kid today, João Fonseca, who's ranked just a couple of places below him, but at 18, great things are expected of him. He's an incredible player. They've played before. Fearnley has not got the better of him so far. He thinks perhaps this might be the day.
I know he's a big hitter. He's brings a lot of energy. I've played him twice, lost to him twice, so seems to have my number so far, but hopefully I can change it, and it should be a great atmosphere. I know he seems to bring a contingent of Brazilians, which is.
Yeah, I think there'll be a great atmosphere on that match because the Brazilians who live in London will be out in force, no doubt about that, because this guy, João Fonseca, is going to be a superstar of this sport. The match I'm quite intrigued about today, 12 Brits in action. One of them is Oliver Tarvet, and he's worked so hard to get here because he's come through qualifying. That has not happened for a British man since 2017. Qualifying is brutal. It is very hard to come through it and make it to the start line. He's an American student, so that is, he's studying in America in San Diego, and that means he can't pick up the prize money on offer today. Even if he loses first round, £66,000, he can't take it. He can offset $10,000 of expenses, but that's it. How gutted would you be? And do you know what? All the Brits have got terrible draws, pretty much. he hasn't. He's actually drawn a fellow qualifier. So actually he's got a winnable match, which means that prize money would go up even more for the second round. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I would be feeling quite gutted if I was him, although pleased to be at the start line.